Hello friends, today we're going to talk about deep cleaning, when and where it happens and what it is. Deep cleaning happens when there is no more clutter in your house. You cannot clean with clutter. So that's why we do the basic weekly home blessing hour on Mondays when we have clutter, and even when we don't have clutter. We do that every week just to kind of get a general hit a lick at a snake. That's what the FlyLady says. Do you know what that means, in case you don't know? If there was a snake and you hit it with something, it would go away. And so we're kind of making this go away. Hit it with something. We're not doing a deep clean. That's a weekly home blessing hour. Happens every week. The deep cleaning happens when there is no more clutter left. Then you can start deep cleaning instead of decluttering in your zone. So that's what it is, and it happens in your zone. So if you were going to, let's talk about deep cleaning the kitchen. So you wouldn't deep clean your kitchen. You would continue to do the weekly home blessing hour, which gives your kitchen a mop every week, a light mopping. The sink is clean, the dishes are clean, the counters are wiped, the stove is wiped, the floor is swept. That's happening and making it look pretty good. But that deep cleaning happens when there's no more clutter. So you don't have to spend any more time going through cabinets, drawers, closets, pantries, whatever. It's all done. So now you can start deep cleaning in the zone. So when we're in zone 2, the kitchen, you're going to have 4 15-minute units of time that you're going to deep clean in. So you will have a list of things that need to be done. If you watch Kimmy's video, her reveal of her new planner, in the planner, if you purchase one, which I highly suggest, there is a place for the zone, some ideal things to do, some ideas actually of things to do based on the FlyLady system, what to do in those zones for deep cleaning. Okay, so in the kitchen, things like a really good mopping, not that little mop that we've been doing, but really getting it clean. Cleaning the baseboards, cleaning the wall switches, the wall itself, cleaning the ceiling fan, the vent over the stove itself, the refrigerator itself. If there's a table in there, the table legs, the chairs, there are things you can do for deep cleaning. And when you deep clean and then you continue to do the weekly home blessing hour and you're doing your daily routines, things are going to stay fairly clean. If you see a little something, you can wipe it up. But that deep clean is going to happen on a cycle every month. You're going to be in the kitchen doing a deep clean. You won't do all the same things every time. And it might not even take you 15 minutes per unit. But you can do 4 good things in the kitchen. Or it might take you longer. Let's say the refrigerator might take you an hour, or all 4 15-minute units. So if you're a payroll homemaker, you can do the refrigerator in an hour on Saturday. If you're an at-home homemaker, you can do a fourth of your refrigerator, and then another fourth, and another fourth, and the last fourth. That's what you would do. That's how you do it. Remember, we do a little bit at a time. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is talk about deep cleaning the bathroom. We're going to take each of the rooms. It'll be fine. It'll be fun. So in the bathroom, I do like you to deep clean your tub or shower every month because it's getting wiped out. If it's being used on a daily basis, if your children are bathing in there, I suggest that you wipe it down or teach them how to wipe it down each time they bathe. But once a month, you're going to do a really deep clean of that tub because it's unsanitary if you don't, or the shower. So that's happening even though you're not deep cleaning the rest of the bathroom. But once you get your bathroom decluttered, which a bathroom is pretty small, and you're going to get it decluttered faster than a bigger room. You may have a big closet full of junk. You're still going to be able to get it pretty fast. Once that's done in a month or 2 or 3, then you can start deep cleaning in the bathroom, which again is a really good mopping. Now you're probably doing a fairly good mopping even in 2 minutes in the bathroom on your basic weekly home blessing, your basic weekly plan, weekly home blessing hour. You're going to be spending about 2 minutes in the bathroom mopping the floor. That's really all you're doing. It's not much more than that anyway, but there are deep clean things that you might want to do. So you might want to take a toothbrush and clean the faucet, all around the faucet really good, or really clean the countertops really well, or really clean the toilet creases and crevices with a special little brush just for that, or really give the toilet bowl a really good cleaning, other than what we're normally doing in the swish and swipe, which is going to keep it pretty clean, I have to say. But there's always going to be those little crevices, especially if you have boys or men who splash. So there may be things, urine that gets in places that you can't quite figure it out. You smell something and you kind of remember that you get used to smelling things, so other people can smell it even worse. So don't go freaking out on me, but you want to give it a little deep clean from time to time. Okay? All right. The air conditioner just came on. I hope it's not too disturbing. Hopefully not. All right. So a deep clean in the bathroom. Baseboards, windows, all the same things that we just talked about in the kitchen kind of apply in here, except there's no table, and you're doing the toilet with a little more intensity. All right. And you might be cleaning, even though you've organized your medicine cabinet, you may want to take the things out and clean the shelves and put everything back. So that would be deep cleaning in the bathroom. Washing your rugs from time to time, deep cleaning. Washing the shower curtain, washing the curtains, cleaning the blinds. Those are all deep cleaning things. All right, now let's go into the living room. We'll do the living room. In the living room, if it's all clean, now you can get out your beater brush, your good vacuum cleaner that makes the pretty lines and really gets in there. And you can spend 15 whole minutes, not 2, 15 whole minutes really vacuuming this clean room that doesn't have clutter in it anymore. Such pleasure. And that's it for the day. Then the next day, maybe you want to clean the baseboards, or maybe you want to clean the baseboards first. I don't care. The ceiling fan, the windows, the windowsills, behind the couch, under the cushions. Maybe the cushion covers themselves. The couch covers themselves need to be washed if they're removable, or spot cleaned. Or if it's leather, maybe the leather needs to be treated. This would all be deep cleaning. Cleaning the lamps, the lampshades, the legs of your furniture, polishing the wooden furniture with furniture polish. This is all deep cleaning. So, not dusting it with a feather duster, although you can certainly do that to start, but you want to clean that wood and polish it. Some people use lemon oil, some people use Pledge, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you like, you use. All right, so that's the living room, getting it really nice and clean. Don't forget that the throws need to be washed from time to time if you have those. The throw pillow covers, if they come off, can be washed or replaced. Sometimes you might just need to replace a pillow if it's a whole pillow. I like the covers because it's more economical for me, and it takes up less room just to have 2 or 3 sets of covers, different seasons. I have Christmas, I have the fall, I have winter, I have summer. That's what I have. I don't have spring. Maybe I should. Anyway, I'll think about it. All right, let's go to the children's rooms. If they are decluttered, and I know that it's almost impossible to keep them decluttered because the kids are messy, but in general they're decluttered, then you can do a deep clean in there with a vacuum cleaner, the baseboards, under the bed, behind the furniture, polishing furniture, cleaning the windows, cleaning the ceiling fan if you have one, cleaning the walls and the light switches. Kids' hands are everywhere, the door even. Okay, those are things you can do in there. The guest bath would be the same as the master bath. The closet, don't forget that you need to get in there and vacuum out your closet from time to time. Take the things off the bottom. If they're your shoes all nicely lined up, it'll just take a second. Vacuum it out, put them back. Okay, let's go to, those are the bedrooms. The hall. It's not exactly a room, but I consider it one of the rooms when we're vacuuming. So the baseboards in the hall, a good vacuum in the hall. Maybe you have a runner that needs to be really cleaned or shaken, at least beaten take it outside and beat it, like in the old days. The walls, the switches, maybe you have a window in your hall, maybe you don't. Now let's go to the laundry room. Well, that's one that we just really don't like to mess with, isn't it? Let's look at your washer and dryer to start with. If it's organized in there, let's open that lid and look, or open that door and look or smell. Do those little crevices, if it's a lift, you'll notice that dirt kind of gets washed into the corners. Those need to be cleaned out. If you have a place where your detergent goes in and your softener goes in, that needs to be cleaned every so often. Some washing machines have a little drawer in the bottom that you have to pull out that has excess water, or you have to unplug it. the little tubes and things. Everybody's washer is different. That would be for a front loader usually. The front loader has a big seam in it. If you're not leaving your door open between washes, then it's going to stink. So you need to clean that out really good. They have actual things that you can put in the washer that you can run the cycle to clean it out. But I also recommend cleaning that gasket really well with a cloth, maybe some vinegar on the cloth. You need to check your manufacturer's instructions and see what they recommend, but leave the door open to air it out. Let it totally dry. And if you're using it every day, then just leave the door open every day. And then the dryer, make sure you're cleaning the vent really good. And occasionally you're going to need to vacuum out in there, in the place where the vent comes out, where the lint trap comes out. Vacuum in there. There's also, you need to unplug it and pull it out from the wall and clean the tube, the little extension tube that goes into the wall where all the dust goes out of your house. And some of those go up through the ceiling and out. So you need to have something that can go in there. I know that FlyLady used to make, I'm not sure if she still does, but I have one, a kit for this that cleans your dryer. I'm sure you can probably find one on Amazon if you can't find one at her site, but it's very, very important. My son is a firefighter. He's a battalion chief, and he said that one of the worst house fire creators is the lint in your dryer. So make sure you keep it clean, okay? So that's something you might have to have help to pull it out, and then go run your little, it's like a chimney sweep thing in that tube, and then up into the outside of your house. Okay, and then go outside and you can see the lint hanging, and pull that off and clean that out. So that's just one little thing that we want to do to keep our washer and dryer in good shape, keep them clean and cleaned out. And then between the washer and dryer, it's icky, things drop in there. So if you can get between there and clean, mop the floor really well, clean the shelves, take things off the shelves where the liquid soap may have dripped, or the Downy may have dripped, or the powder has collected from your powdered soap, and wash that shelf off, or those shelves. Reassign where you want things in there, reorganize. If you're looking at it, you're not decluttering, but maybe you need to put it in better spots, or maybe you put too many things in there that don't belong. So these are the kinds of things. Go through your coat hangers. If you have a hanging area in there, do you have crazy coat hangers that you really don't want to use? Are they bent up and look sloppy? That makes you feel bad. If you can get matching coat hangers that are inexpensive, just hang in there so you have things to put your things on as soon as they're dry, and you can hang them right up and take them where they go. So those are some examples of things that happen in laundry rooms. Some people have folding tables, a place where they fold their clothes. So make sure that's always lint free, because you don't want your darks getting on there and getting lint all over them. So those are some examples. I think that's about the dining room. That can be a bear. If you still have a china cabinet or buffet, there's lots of dishes and china and crystal that you need to take out and clean the shelves, and sometimes clean the china and crystal. Don't waste time doing this. If you're not going to be using it anytime soon, you might want to wash it right before you use it, like at Thanksgiving and Christmas if you're not using it very often, and Easter and birthdays and other holidays, or maybe use it every Sunday. That would be great. Anyway, that can be hard, because that's where people stick so many things in the hutch cabinet and in the glass doors. So make sure you're keeping it simple in there, and it's easy to keep clean. The wood needs to be polished on your table, on your hutch, on the buffet, or whatever other side table you might have in there. The windows, the ceiling fan if you have it, or the chandelier, or the light, the baseboards, the floor, the carpet, these all need to be deep cleaned. And the legs of the table, people forget the legs of the chairs and the legs of the tables need to be cleaned. 15 minutes, you can get a lot done, okay? And I think that's pretty much it. We've talked about the living room, the dining room, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the hall, the laundry room. If you have an office, then you know that it's the same thing in there. If it's tidy and orderly, then you can vacuum really deep. You can clean the baseboards. If there's a ceiling fan, if there's a window, if there's wall switches, things like that need to be cleaned. The garage, if it's orderly, then blow it out. get a blower and blow it out. It's an easy thing to do. You could sweep it if you want, but blowing it to me is so much easier. And then again, if you have a windowsill and a window and light switches in the door, those things need to be washed off, and you can make it look really nice. All right, that's it for today. That's deep cleaning. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know what you need to do in your home, but don't do it until it's organized. So you can do, let's say your master bedroom is organized, but nothing else is. Well, when it comes to doing the master bedroom, you can deep clean it, even though you're still decluttering other parts of the house. Okay? Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.